speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big pickup of 38. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And now an audible here into something else. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington! Jalen Lane with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Milton. And that will be off target and incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Milton now to throw. Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Milton. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To throw is Milton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. And he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Daniels looking to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Now they'll shift things around. Now Daniels.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Washington.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Pat Freiermuth.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Moody's good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Milton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
1 yard gain.
Credited with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the jump. 60 by 6. 70 by 6. Ready. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Off play action. Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Hawks 70. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? No, they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Daniels.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You look looking at that section, a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he'll get this down over to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
14.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Operating from the gun,
Milton. He'll try and do this himself.
and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check smash, Cougar 19.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Deron Payne
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They go again with Blue. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Here we go.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Well, they go play action. Daniels going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Steady.
Touchdown, Cowboys! KaVontae Turpin, a
25-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in field goal range. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop for 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
19, cut 19, Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Off play action. Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
17 yards.
Washington
first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Trap 60. Here we go.
Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here.
It's second down.
19 Tiger. 19 right.
Operating from the gun. Daniels to the right side, complete to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
10-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the third. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
4-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Now Milton. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
Completes it to Miller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Daniels.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Vaughn. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17 yards.
Back now in Arlington.
Washington.
And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70. Crack ball 80.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
27. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 8
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw is Milton. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Here's Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, it's Milton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Chargers. Here we go. 79 Brock. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
Milton. Pickens on the slam. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Throwing is Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Milton, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick.
Cougar 19. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Back to throw. Milton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
A carry now from Malfa.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 2nd down and 3. Play action, now it's Daniels.
Down there right side, it's McCaffrey.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll change things up. They go play action. Daniels.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Commanders.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Eagles, 6, go!
They begin the drive with Williams.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Gets it to Burks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Daniels.
And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Okay,
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.